Now I'm going to be honest right off the bat. If you are not a fan of Minecraft gameplay, you will never beat the 2-week Minecraft phase. It's just not in your nature. And that's fine. This video isn't for you, and I apologize. But if you are someone who loses motivation to continue the world after a while, you enjoy what Minecraft has to offer, but after a while you just don't have the energy to keep going, then maybe you just need a little push to keep you going. Usually coined as the 2-week Minecraft phase. It's that point where you've accomplished everything you wanted to do in your world and don't really have any reason to keep playing. But I'm here to tell you that there are ways to circumvent this. I'm going to do this video a little differently this time compared to my usual videos. I have a Minecraft world that I've been playing on for almost 2 years now. It's not as fancy as some of the big worlds out there that you can see on YouTube, but there's plenty of work put into it over time. So I want to walk around my world while we talk about what it takes to beat the 2-week Minecraft phase. Hi, welcome to my forever world. This world was started in January of 2024 as part of a goal to make this my forever world. And that is step 1. If you want to beat the 2-week Minecraft phase, you will need to be committed to your world. Not only does this help you continue past that 2-week phase, but it provides a space that you can always come back to and expand on. The idea I had going into this world was that this would be the world I would play in anytime I wanted to play Minecraft again. This helped me with 2 different aspects. The first being that I never felt that anything I did was a waste of time. Every farm, every build was to enhance the world I was trying to create in my mind. There was always something else that could be done, whether it was little details to make something pop, or to put something else up to expand on the little village I was making. The second was that I knew I always had a place that I could go to build when an idea came to me. If I had an idea that all of a sudden I thought would be really cool to try and build and make happen, I had a place to do it. I didn't have to go through the beginning stages of the game to get to the point of making something new and creative, and it worked for me. What you see is the commitment of over 2 years of different builds and phases I had in this world, and it's still a work in progress. There's still things to make and build and finish, but where do you even start? I mean, going into a world with no ideas can make it hard to feel motivated to keep going on. When I started this world, I didn't really have a big plan moving forward. I got through the first night and just tried to get set up as much as you can in the early game, while learning the lay of the land and beginning to plot where I wanted to base. Once you have yourself set up and know where you want to be, the next part is what kind of world are you trying to create? What feelings do you want to invoke with your base? There are a lot of different ways to approach this. Do you want it to be spooky horror themed? Do you want cutesy flowery charm? Do you want a gothic look, a rustic cottage core, wizardry and fantasy, or a mix of all of the above? It's your world, do what you want. But having a goal on what you want to achieve can help further your motivation to keep making the world you want to see. Take my base for example. I moved over to this island to make this island flourish with life and flowers. My base that is here now is not the original house I actually had here. It once was a cute little mansion that stood here in the middle of the island surrounded by magical trees. I'll get into what's standing here instead later. But having a plan and an idea on what you want to do with your world helps create a roadmap for your world and can help keep you on track for making this world yours in the long run. So you have a plan. How do you stick to this plan? Sometimes you can log onto your world and just start running in circles because you have no idea what to do next. It can be demotivating and it feels like you're stuck. The next thing you can do is separate your Minecraft sessions into 3 different categories of sessions: building days, farming days, and cleanup days. What do I mean by these? A building day is pretty easy to understand. Going in and building a new addition to your base. Need a new house? Go and build that new house. Had a new idea for a section of your world? Go and make that new section. But what if you don't have the materials for these builds? Well, that's where farming days come in. So these are the days when I just put a video on in the background and either build a farm for the material that I need or go out and gather the resources necessary to build the thing. These are some of my favorite days. It just kind of helps me zone out and think about what I want for the future of the world and how I want to approach new builds. And if you end up building a farm or following a tutorial, you have a new resource easily available to you for future builds. It all helps move towards that forever world goal. Now, cleanup day is a last resort day. It's when I have no idea what I want to build for the future or what resources I even need or want. On these days, I explore my base. Look around. What areas need to be cleaned up? Sometimes you leave chests around with different resources. Put those away. Find a better place for them. See a block you missed? Fix it. Maybe something needs a bit more detail. Take the time and patch that up. It's taking the time to declutter your world. Kind of like decluttering your workstation after you've been hard at work for a while. You can use this time to clear your mind of the things you've been putting off on fixing or doing because it's just a little thing. These are the days I find most of my inspiration for the next thing, because you are walking around and experiencing the things you built and worked hard on, and can start to see where you might need something else there to expand on it. a new view that could use a new point of interest, a spot that could be decorated more, and then your day just might turn into a building or farming day instead. Let's go back to that cute house I had made that is now replaced by this uncompleted project. This is an idea I had when pale moss was introduced, and I thought it would be interesting to add a bit of lore to my world. And that's the next thing I want to talk about with expanding your world. Creating lore around your builds. Why is it here? What's the story around your build? Why are things the way they are? In my world, I had this magical forest area on the island, butterflies and all, and my lore for it was that this island was just a magical place. A place where crops would flourish and people were happy and safe in this area. But that changed when I had a new idea. See, the world was a magical place, but what if it was starting to become corrupted? Since I had replaced all the grass with moss on this island, I thought it would be an interesting concept to have a mansion kind of growing out of the middle of the island instead, that was now corrupting this magical place. Now obviously it's not done. I haven't gotten the chance to finish the build or get it the way I want to look. But adding different lore or story aspects to your builds can really enhance the way you just feel about your world, and make it more interesting to keep expanding on it. Now everything doesn't have to have a story behind it. A lot of the town I built on the other side of the island doesn't have any lore implications. It's just a place to store villagers and other farms. But once you run out of basic Minecraft things you need, building a story for your world not only helps give your world character, but also helps motivate yourself to keep up the story and make it come alive. Now I can't talk about Minecraft without also talking about the biggest point of inspiration I have in the Minecraft world. Inspiration is huge when it comes to Minecraft. The only thing that brings you back to your world is you. There's no objective, there's no story. You are the story, and I think that's what makes Minecraft so special. I can tell you that part of the reason I even keep going back to my own worlds is because of other inspiring people in the community who show the world that there are always new things and perspectives to show off in this game. The Hermitcraft server has been my obsession for years now. I am genuinely always in awe of the builds and new things they are always coming up with to do in this 16-year-old game. And not only do they play Minecraft for way longer than 2 weeks, but they all have different aspects they specialize in. Redstone, building, story arcs, lore, minigames, the list goes on. If you need any creative inspiration, they are the people I will always go to, because they see the game in such a different light. B-Dubs takes this game like painting a painting, and comes out with something incredible to look at. And then on the other side of the same server, Tango Tech is making the biggest game you've ever seen inside of vanilla Minecraft. They just have so much love for the game that not only is it amazing to watch, it's inspiring to do in my own worlds, and create my own little section I would love to see come to life. And that brings me to my last point. The last thing that can really help you stick past that 2-week Minecraft phase is playing with some friends. Hopping online and seeing the cool new things your friends have done while you're away makes some of the best memories you can have. But that is also part of the reason the 2-week Minecraft phase occurs. Not everyone sticks around, and it can be very demotivating to see the world crawl to a halt as people stop playing around you. But you don't have to let it get to you. This forever world that I have now, it started as a realm. There were multiple people that joined me in starting this journey, and now I'm the only one left in a world that had a lot of life. But I still have their mark they left on the world, and I wouldn't change that for a thing. This world not only is an escape for me when things in real life get hard, but also a walk down memory lane. I can remember all of the different things that happened in this world as I walk around, and be happy with all the memories I still have. Minecraft has never really been a game for me, or for a lot of people. It's always been an experience, a place to come together and make and build and be creative in ways you just can't experience in other places. Minecraft's strength is not in its ability to keep you grabbed at all times with new customizations and prizes to be had. Its strength is in its ability to give you anything you need to do whatever your heart desires. You lose motivation because there is no direction, but that's what gives it its charm. The freedom to take this game and play it in whatever way you want to. Because Minecraft is not a game to play for 2 weeks and move on. It's a lifestyle, an escape, and a place to create the world you always wanted to see. And we're back to the outro. We're getting kind of close to the deadline with this one. Not really, we got like a week left for my 2-month deadline, but I want you to know that it's not because of lack of motivation. I've actually been doing a lot of other things. I've been so busy lately. I went on a week-long vacation. My car has been an absolute disaster. I've been making other types of content on other pages, which I'm sure I have linked here on the outro. But yeah, so things are looking really good, and I know this was a shorter one this time around, and that's kind of on purpose, mainly because I have a really big project, and not a really big project, but just a bigger video coming out next time that I'm putting more of my effort into. So if this one felt a little low effort. I promise you it wasn't, but it might have felt that way. That's because I'm pushing my efforts towards this next one. So stay tuned. You should subscribe if you haven't, so you can stay tuned for that video. But other than that, I hope you got something good out of this video. I hope you can continue to keep playing Minecraft longer than you would have prior. And yeah, be good to each other, and I'll see you in the next one.